damn podcast.
Hello, Club Culture family. This is episode 128. I got my guy Khyle with me today.
What's up, T?
I got my boy Jonesy.
We got Khyle.
And you know it's
We got
big
Jonesy.
sexy T. Damn, y'all fucking about. And you know it's big sexy T. Thank you. This episode, we are going to celebrate Blackness.
Yee.
Happy Black History Month. We celebrated love with the V-Day and the Galentine. But this episode is for all the people that look like us.
All the niggas.
All the different shades.
This is for the niggas.
Strictly for the niggas.
You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking.
You know? Strictly
y'all
for the
said it.
niggas.
Yeah, man. So how y'all feel Black History Month been going so far?
Oh, great for me. It's been a great Black History Month.
Okay. All right.
I
You
would
know?
say so.
I like to hear
I've had
that.
a pretty good month.
You say you are having a good
Yeah.
month?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good month.
Yeah, Khyle, you having a great month.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's been real dry.
I met
For you?
Carmelo Anthony last week, man.
Hmm?
So I
Yeah,
met
you went to the
Carmelo
All-Star
Anthony last
weekend,
week.
didn't you?
Oh, yeah, you was
Yeah.
doing some famous as fuck ass shit.
Yeah, man. I couldn't believe it. I was just walking up to All Stars, just having conversation.
Did you tell him to come on the pod?
No, I couldn't quite get that much time.
That's what I'm talking
You
about,
know,
man. See, we ain't
Who's
alone.
gonna get there?
We ain't alone.
I
I
mean, he
did
did
talk to-
parlay with somebody that
Yeah.
would be
I
a
don't wanna
nice
say
guest.
who on camera.
Yeah, we
Mhm.
gonna
But-
save it and
Yeah,
Okay.
see if it happened, when it
Yeah.
happened.
Okay.
But
do
he
I-
wasn't just out there not networking, you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't just not network.
Uh-huh.
It might just take a little minute.
This nigga
And I'm going to start sweating bullets.
This man was next to a person I've been wanting to have on the pod. He hit me up like, hey man, what you want me to do? I said, shoot your shot. So he palms and sweaty mom spaghetti.
You know?
He said, this is the scariest shit I ever had to fucking do.
Ever, bro. And I done sold crack before. That's the scariest shit in the world.
Was. Give me a hint.
Basketball player.
Okay.
Yeah, they, you know, they
In the
hoop.
league, basketball player, WNBA.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about her before.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
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 Oh, yeah. I understand. I was nervous to go up to a lot of these people this weekend, but eventually I got over myself because when the fuck am I gonna see all these people again? You know,
Yeah,
like-
but like, what if they would have sunned you though?
I would have understood.
like, what if Mello would have like sat his drink on your head because you was talking to him?
That would have been the story I came home and told. Young Mello set his drink on my head.
See, I can't.
It's,
I can't.
For most people, I can't either. Carmelo Anthony got damn near 30,000 points. Like, that's different. I met a whole bunch of people this weekend. I talked to a lot of niggas, but it felt different walking away from Mello. And Mello just shook my hand. He could have said whatever. I knew I was taking a chance going over there because he was at a party. They was kicking it. You know, he wasn't at no event.
See, that would have
But,
terrified me,
you
bro.
know, yeah,
Niggas
you
off,
know.
you know what I'm saying? He probably had some Henny in his system. And then here come me, hey man, I got this podcast. It's easy for him to
Yeah.
go, who the fuck is this nigga? You know? And then it's
Yeah.
like, damn, bro, I can't whoop your ass because of where I'm at. But I kind of have to.
But he also 6'8", so you probably just can't whip his ass.
I mean, I'm going to try.
And I knew that going over there.
Nah, man,
So
you gotta
whatever he
try.
said, I was going to accept it. You know, I was going to accept it.
I just don't
You
have
know?
that, bro. You're going to have to Jazzy Jeff me out the party, bro.
I need one of you niggas to turn up so we can fucking go viral and shake some shit up. And one of y'all need to get slapped by Carmelo. Somebody got to take it.
Nah,
that
it
was your
was
chance.
I didn't want to get slapped. It was a cool moment. I got to, talk to him. He
Everybody
listened
I
to
meet be bigger than me. Like it's like the fight is unfair walking into it.
I
Like
feel
if
like
I
It has to be Khyle. I think because you
Whoa.
are the
Whoa.
more reserved.
Yeah.
yeah, people expect it from me.
Yeah, like
I
they
mean,
expect that.
You know what's crazy? I was telling telling Marthel earlier that
Uh-huh.
I told Jason Tatum that he was getting robbed for the MVPs.
Okay.
And fuck Jokic. And and he shook my hand and he chuckled a little. He didn't agree,
Okay.
but he thought it was funny. And Marthel said, "What if Jokic heard you? He big as hell. He's gonna whip your ass." And I'm like, "I would have came home rich." So, like, I hope he heard me.
Nah, you are.
Like,
Hey, Jokic low-key can fight, bro.
he was gonna knock me out first punch.
Yeah.
So I
That nigga
don't
was gonna
care,
choke
bro.
you.
I
You ain't even gonna
don't
throw a
Yeah.
punch.
I
He
don't
was-
care about getting knocked out by nobody that's 7 feet and rich as hell.
And
he
he be
was-
down to fight too. Like
yeah,
him
he
and
was
his brother.
gonna throw
you
you
know?
around that motherfucker.
He didn't even have to punch me. He was gonna push me hard enough, and I was gonna say I hit my head. Like he's 7 feet and rich as hell. And imagine how intimidated I was thinking it was gonna be 3 big Serbians following that push. You know? No, hell no. I'm getting everything.
As a man, I just feel like getting pushed and like you actually get fucking moved is worse than getting knocked out.
That's why I hate being skinny.
You know, it depends on who pushed you. I'm not like you're not gonna make me feel bad for certain motherfuckers pushing me and I moved. Like
That too. There is a threshold. Like if
you
Soldier
know?
Boy pushed me down, like that's some
Yeah.
whole shit.
Yeah,
You know, Brian Urlacher, he should be able to do that.
Yeah, I was supposed to fall, and when
That's his job.
before I got up, I was supposed to think about what I did next. Like, it's some niggas that hell yeah, I did. Jokic, hey, look,
Yeah.
if I run at him, he punched me. what they say, there will be signs. Well, besides the black eye and shit, I'm gonna just come back rich as hell.
Okay.
I'm
Out
getting
of all
up.
the celebrities and all stars that you spoke to or was next to, who was you said Carmelo was the one for you?
Carmelo, yeah, I met Dwayne Wade too, but I kind of knew that was gonna happen before I went out there.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt a little different. That was a great moment. It was nice getting to talk to him. We probably had one of the longer conversations that I had.
Mm-hmm.
But out of the ones that was unexpected, Carmelo felt the craziest. It was like just an unbelievable moment. You know, I started watching. He was in the NBA when I learned what basketball was.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, man. Shout out Melo for being a good guy, man.
yeah.
I think he,
Melo was great.
He got chose to be an NBA Hall of Fame
Hall of
finalist.
Famer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out that.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course he's gonna make it. He gotta
Yeah,
make it.
he gotta
First
make it.
ballot, and he just signed with NBC.
Mm-hmm. To
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Commentate,
one of
right?
that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he getting that.
Yeah. So,
What if I told you I have a list of celebrities that I will what word I'm looking for? I don't want to use fight because that's too like bland,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to try to antagonize them very ignorantly.
Why?
Clips.
I would like to see who's on the list.
Soldier Boy is one of them.
Okay.
I'm not upset by that.
Yeah, like we have a pod with Soldier Boy. I'm gonna try to fight him.
Okay.
Wow.
So
I will
we
never
might not
that
get
one.
it.
Yeah, now
you
we
done
might not
aired
get
it
it because I
out.
aired it out.
Never.
Okay.
But there's more.
okay.
But that's kind of the realm I'm going, you know.
So the goofies,
The
sillies.
people that I feel like I have a fair shot with the hands.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, like a nigga like 2 Chainz, he like 6'8", he coordinated. Not fun. Me and Soldier Boy down there built the same. I think he a little taller. He does heroin, you
Oh,
know.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. Just
Poor
Shit.
diet. Like it's a
so-
pretty fair fight.
so you this is facts for you. Like you just put it on that man that he do that.
Gee,
Yeah.
I know I can whoop Soldier Boy ass.
She was asking about the heroin.
Yeah, I'm talking
right?
about the heroin.
Oh, yes. What the fuck you think lean is? It's heroin.
Okay.
It's all the same shit.
I mean, when you say lean, then it feels different.
No, it
but when
sounds
you just say
cool.
heroin, that's just
Yeah.
that's
we,
crazy.
We have to shame them.
All right. Okay. All right.
Lean,
I'm
perks,
with it.
all
I
that shit
guess
is
we just
heroin.
gotta
You're doing
clarify the
heroin.
shame.
Okay.
Smack.
I feel like this is
Did-
the first Black History Month since graduating college where I didn't think our Blackness was being celebrated enough. It could be Trump, but I do think we are collectively not doing enough
We don't know-
raving about our kind.
We don't appreciate shit.
Okay.
We don't appreciate the shit no more. Kids don't care. You know what I'm saying? The young folks don't care. We
Okay.
care, but don't nobody care what we care about. Because now we old.
Okay.
I think it's that, and a lot of people just are not feeling real hopeful or optimistic.
I
Or
know.
don't feel like it's a lot to be happy about right now, including us. I think everybody just real down right now, yeah, for real. And I think, you know, it's been a good month despite that, just because of who we are as people. But I think Trump getting elected last month, or not been getting inaugurated last month, really kind of made everything kind of gloomy for everybody.
Yeah. I
Man,
can
this
see that
Black
being a
History
thing.
Month been lit for me, man. You know, between Kendrick doing the whole Super Bowl thing,
Yeah.
you know, Aaron the plumber, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
We
saying
out here.
I'm saying locally, like where the festivities at? Where the parties? Where the events in the cities? I ain't really been seeing like when I go on Eventbrite, I don't see Black
Oh,
R&B
yeah.
night, some more. I don't see nothing like. I went to one yesterday. I went to Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
They had a music. I guess you could call them a cover band called the Black Legacy Project.
Right.
And what they do is they like do their own renditions of Black songs. It could be they did have Lift Every Voice, but they reimagined it.
That's
so they
crazy. I was gonna ask you that as a like 50-50 troll / did they actually do it?
No, they did that.
That's crazy.
They did that. They did some. They taught me songs that I never knew about.
Like what?
There's one song called "American Skin" by Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
He's white, I believe.
White as hell.
Yeah.
Yes,
Very white.
but he wrote the song when it was one fella. They have like excerpts to speak to the song, so
Mhm.
that you also learn about the song, because that's a part of their journey before they come to perform. Is they learn before they reimagine the song.
Oh,
And
that's hard.
I thought it was a dope concept of using music to speak to the divide between us.
Mm-hmm.
And they have dope performers. Everybody was great. Like
I
everything
was
was
gonna say,
live.
do they
It was
play
great.
instruments?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
it was great. Low key, they had a white girl as one of the lead singers, and she had more sauce than the girl that looked like she was black. I was like, wow.
Oh damn.
Okay, I wasn't hating though, because she
White
sounded
girl
really
versus
good.
a racially ambiguous woman. Okay.
And she gave the
Right.
sauce that the songs needed when Shorty got done singing. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe you allowed this to happen.
Hey,
in
man,
front of
white people
me.
be doing that, man. If you put Christina Aguilera and goddamn Janet Jackson in 2 separate rooms and just had them sing, you'll think they both was black. Christina don't sound like no white girl.
She also don't sound like a black girl to me.
I give you that. I give you a racially ambiguous woman
Okay.
with a tan of color. Yeah.
All right, but yeah, that was really dope. It did inspire me sitting there listening to them sing these songs, because I didn't know them. And then when you listen to the song, you American Skin was the best song as far as like impact, and even though a white man wrote it, he wrote a really good song to speak to a black man that was slain by the hands of police, and they shot him 41 times. And so you can like feel the emotion in the song as the people were performing it, which I think was the purpose
Mhm.
of their reimaginations of the things.
Right.
So if y'all ever see a Black Legacy project in y'all cities, go check them out, because I do think that they were dope.
That's dope that
yeah.
it lift every voice, man. Because it's a lot of people that don't even know that song no more.
Mhm.
They don't sing it in schools no more. Like none of that shit. We
Yeah.
at least on during Black History Month, we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance, the Star Spangled Banner, and we'll do the
Wait, that's the same thing.
what?
The Pledge,
Pledge
of
of
Allegiance and the
Allegiance?
Star Spangled Banner.
No, it's
No, it's not.
The
Pledge of
Pledge.
Allegiance,
Okay,
yeah.
my
I'm like, come
I ain't gonna hold you.
on.
I used to get those. I used to call the Pledge the Star Spangled Banner, and then the other one the other way around.
Gee, what the hell?
Keep going. My bad. I fucked your shit up.
They
My
don't
bad.
they don't do that in school no more.
Uh-huh.
But that was all I was saying. They don't, so that was cool that they did that. Do you know it?
I mean, I know the first verse, not the rest of the song.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the only verse that matters, bro. I mean,
Sing a song. Blah blah blah. Do you know that song, Khyle? You look like you zoned out.
I know the sounds. I
Oh.
can hum it. I can hum the fuck out of it. I
Yeah.
don't know the words though.
I guess we can use that Black Legacy project to speak to the first hot topic that I have for us. With Trump being the president and all the things that he has put into place with his executive orders, trying to erase certain things that has been in place for years.
Mhm.
One being the DEI initiatives for all things in America right now. That DEI shit has been severely impacting the way that colleges can speak to certain programs and classes and courses that they have. I had saw that they had took away the affirmative action that was like before Trump. But my question is, with all of these things that's happening, I started to think about HBCUs and if those would be impacted from whatever Trump has cooking up with, basically taking away anything racial to help marginalized groups. I wonder if that can impact HBCUs. does that mean that that particular university now becomes obsolete and you have to open it up to others, or the school has to get shut down, or how far do you think he's willing to take these things?
That's a good question. Scholars?
Well, I think they already are open to everybody. So that's just more about if the white people will start applying. I've been uncomfortable the few times I've been on HBCU campuses and ran into white people and didn't hide the shock on my face. They are already. Um, so I don't think it would. I don't think it would impact much just because I don't think the white people are going to start going in large numbers to
Mm,
piss us off or anything like that. I just don't see that happening. But yeah, that he can't make go there.
yeah,
But there's already no exclusion.
yeah.
Are white students at HBCUs DEI? I'm dead ass asking. You know, I'm no scholar.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's
Maybe I asked the wrong
Yeah.
question. Is it affirmative action? Maybe.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's any of that. I
No,
think
because
they
it's
just
it's
get to go.
open to whomever. It's just a historically black college.
Right.
Because during the time where they wouldn't allow us to go to their schools, we had to have schools to go to.
Right.
So they also didn't want to come to our schools. So the black people never needed to exclude them. So they could have came. And I don't know at what point white people did start attending HBCUs, but they always could have.
Yeah.
They just didn't because they didn't need to.
Let's see if we could find some white history. Who's the first white person to attend a HBCU?
While you do that,
White History and Black History Month. No.
while you do that, I want to talk to what can we do to keep our history intact, especially with just the state of our environment right now, with so much trying to erase our history, not wanting to teach critical race theory in schools, trying just to remove Black History Month, like that's a part of the celebrations that Trump is wanting to disintegrate. What can we do as a community to make sure that our history goes intact? I mean, stays intact.
Take care of our children's identity so they can be proud of who they are, and then teach them how to read, and then give them the history. It's a process of a bunch of different things that I feel like needs to take place to preserve our history to where we can pass it on. Because if you ain't proud of who you are, you're not going to give a fuck about where you came from. And that's essentially what history is. So I think that, on a summed up scale, that's a part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with all of that, but just to build on it, I think we have to change a lot of people's perspective about what they think is cool. I think people have to want to have a reason to learn our history.
Mhm.
Like, 'cause when you think about like when we were in 5th or 6th, 7th grade and shit, that was before they started this attack on Black history. And we know the people who didn't treat that shit like they were interested in learning it back then. And they're the ones who won't be able to teach it to their kids when the schools won't teach it. Right. But the people who paid attention to that shit when we were in 6th grade, they could teach their kids if they schools banned the books about the civil rights era and shit. They can still teach their kids about all of these people that they learned about because they thought it was cool to learn it. So the people that know the history have to teach it in a way that is appealing for kids to want to learn, and they can understand the impact of it and what it's supposed to mean to them. And it's not just some more shit they had to learn at school.
I agree.
T, how was you taught majority of your Black history? Matter of fact, outside of school, how was you taught Black history?
Black history was not taught in the home. I only learned that through media and school, and then independent research when I learned when it became something that was important to me.
You didn't learn about your family history either? Like,
That wasn't. I mean, I guess it depends on how extensive you're. Speaking
going
to-
back,
so-
like great.
So I have cousins that took on that task, and I guess through their interest in that, that's where I learned other shit. But I don't really know how deep we go into just far back to like slavery. Like I know that our family migrated from the South. Like I know that at least.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly where in the South. I'm sure if I was to go ask the cousins that did research, they might be able to tell me some shit, but I don't
Right.
know. I don't know much after that. I know like on my dad's side, they migrated here too from the South and they landed more Detroit. So that's why I even found myself into Michigan City because that's where my daddy and them, they all
Oh.
frequent that from Michigan to Michigan City. That was their little. I don't know as much as
Migrate?
I don't know as much as how I listen to other people where they can tell shit from their past. I don't know
Oh.
as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just curious.
Yeah. You know like
Oh yeah, I
extensive shit?
can. Yeah, bro, we can go way back. I still got. We got pictures. Like my mom, for my little sector of the family, my mom is like the matriarch.
Mhm.
So she got like just tubs of photo albums,
Mhm.
pictures from the goddamn 60s, 50s, and beyond.
Yeah.
Like I know who my grandfather father is. I know
Yeah.
my grandfather and all his siblings and all that good shit.
Yeah.
And all that it plays into identity. Like that gives me a great idea of who I am and what I'm capable of.
Mhm.
And my mom's family is batshit crazy. I know where a lot of this shit comes from.
Yeah.
And that's another way how we could break generational curses, because you could know and you can kind of see like
Know where you come from.
exactly,
Yeah.
bro. Like, gee, the men in my family are sluts, so I should probably not be a slut. So I don't,
So you
know
can
what
break
I'm
the
saying?
chain of
Yeah,
sluts.
bro, I can break the chain. Like, I'll probably be addicted to weed. Cool. I should probably chill on the kids.
Okay. All right. I like your way of thinking. Do you have an extensive like look into your family tree?
Not
history?
back to slavery, but I could talk about at least like to like my great grandparents and shit like that, which I do feel like, you know, there's a lot of Black history in that, just because by the time I'm talking about my great grandfather on my father's side would have been like 95 or something right now if he was still alive. Like in the past 95 years, just think about all the shit that has happened to Black people.
You
this
said that's your
country.
great?
Yeah, my great grandfather. So my
Okay.
dad's grandfather. And it's like, but no,
So-
he would have been 100 past like a long time, like maybe like 10, 12 years ago. So I mean, he was 90 when he passed.
Mm.
So like just think of, and that's just my great grandfather. Same thing like my great grandmother. I know she would have been like 101 this year. And it's like, and I met both of them, talked to them, you know.
Mhm.
So just in the past 100 years, it's been so much that has changed. That a lot of that is history.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of the way that we can like preserve it and stuff, and just talking to our elders and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
me and my mom and my brothers, we always laugh about my uncle. He'd be calling if you answer the phone, you're gonna be on the phone for 2 hours. You know.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
No, yeah,
Could be genetic, you know.
Could be, you know. It was just you got a lot of shit to say sometimes, but you know, but we shouldn't laugh at that. You know, so we should. I try to listen when I have 2 hours. You
Mhm.
know, as much as I can, but it's a lot of people who not interested in shit that they uncle got to say.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear him talk about the 80s and what was happening, and him telling me about the shit he had to go through when he was getting to school. This is my mom's brother
Mhm.
talking about having to defend himself, getting jumped by white boys because they don't want him going to school in the white area and shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
it's not people. You know, everybody wants to make it seem like a lot of that shit was just so long ago and
Mhm.
all of that. Like, we're not far removed from that at all.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of people don't understand that just because they told us that knowing something to make you a lame,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And
I think
that-
history is one of the coolest subjects to really throw yourself into.
Facts. That's
Yeah.
why I'm a nerd for it. Like, gee, the town of Maryville, my mom is older than Maryville.
Hmm.
To
Well,
give like context.
Okay. Yeah.
And Maryville was created out of racism.
To separate
Yeah.
the whites
So
from
white
the
people
Gary.
could have
Gary,
somewhere to
yeah.
go, because Gary had a black mayor and they ain't like that.
Mhm. That's pretty cool, man.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. You know, follow the hood historian on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? I'm covering Gary history. You know, we out here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do now. Y'all got me over here thinking like, damn, why I ain't never asked questions? And I answer my own question in my head, and I think it just stems from all the trauma my family has.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were shielded from. My mama tried the best that she could to shield us from trauma in the families, and I think keeping us away, which I am appreciative of,
Mm-hmm.
kept me away from who I could soak information from. And then at this point now, I feel like I don't have that motivation to want to go learn the elders because many of them have already passed, and then the ones that are still here, I know too much, and
Man, go talk
I don't
to
want to
them.
talk to them.
Go,
I ain't gonna.
you gonna
It's
regret
different.
it. You gonna regret
It's
it,
different.
gang.
It's different. Some of them aren't good people. I don't want to talk to them.
And
So,
I feel that part, but find the least or the best worst. You get what I'm trying
get
to
what you're
say.
saying.
Yeah, like
I get what
talk
you're
to
saying.
them, gang.
yeah,
I'm telling you, you talking to somebody that's like had a chance to
I
talk to
believe
their
you.
elders.
I believe you.
And they wasn't the best people either, but they probably wasn't as fucked up as yours are.
Yeah.
But they was fucked up enough to where I'll be like, I wouldn't talk to you if I couldn't build my own like POV and thought process of them.
Mhm.
Like my grandpa had a bonus baby on the side.
Mhm.
Anybody else, I never talk to them niggas.
Mhm.
But because I was able to learn who grandpa was, it's like, all right, you irresponsible with your dick, but you can still tell me about family history, and that's just what I'm gonna pay attention to.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about women, but tell me about your people, and yeah, bro, we can rock and go on.
I'd rather it be bonus babies. It's more than that. But we can move on though. I do agree with everything that you said. We got to make it cool.
Yeah.
That too.
We got to make it cool.
We got to
for the
put candy in the
kids.
medicine.
Yeah. You want to speak to this other hot topic that we got?
Which one, man?
No, while we at it, let's go ahead and speak on Trump before we move to that number 2.
Okay.
Khyle, you want to take it away with the monuments?
Yeah, Trump is a motherfucking fool. This nigga had decided he was gonna have a Black History Month event after he talking about he want to get rid of Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Then he decided to have an event celebrating Black History Month and said he's gonna put up monuments of Kobe Bryant, Martin Luther King Jr., Frederick Douglass, Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali, and Harriet Tubman. I'll be shocked if we see any one of them. But
why is Kobe Bryant here? Like, God bless the dead, but
yeah, he doesn't quite fit.
Kobe over Mike is crazy.
I get even like Jackie Robinson, Muhammad Ali as athletes, I understand.
Yeah.
Because of the impact and the
what
things
they
that they
went
were
through
involved in
and-
with civil rights, right?
Mhm.
Kobe Bryant been my screensaver since he died. I love Kobe.
Yeah.
Right? I got a Kobe Bryant magnet
doesn't-
on my refrigerator.
Yeah, he doesn't fit in this group.
No.
though.
No.
And that lets you know that he was just doing some shit to make
Yeah.
niggas happy. And that's why he brought out all these niggas to come to the event,
No.
thinking that he was gonna make niggas happy.
Who are some of these
Right.
niggas that came to that event?
Well, Sage Steele, she been a coon. Kodak Black, Lil Boosie, Rod Wave, and Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker
been a
is a
coon
joke.
too. Kodak Black been fucking with Trump, and he was just sitting in the middle of the street eating chicken and shit. So I'm not gonna judge him. I don't know if he in his right mind or not.
He does
he
melt.
was
I don't
pardoned
know, I don't
by
know what
Trump
he was doing. Yeah, he was pardoned by Trump already.
on some rape charges.
Yeah, so I don't know why you got to go back around him. You already got your pardon, and that's why I'm saying, it's when you try to examine the mind of a crazy motherfucker, you end up sounding crazy. He was just sitting on the street eating his chicken. I don't even want to do it. Lil Boosie, another motherfucker who,
Mm-hmm. Who wants to be pardoned?
yeah, he's waiting on his part and hoping he get his. Rod Wave surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't expecting
had
that
a,
out of him.
Yeah, like who put in that car to go, hey, Rod Wave would be really good to be
Rod
here.
Wave had, it was news, a rumor that he was going to be one of the performers for some inauguration events that was going on. So people was already like, wow, not what Rod, and it ended up him not performing. And so I was like, oh, okay, cool, he's safe. So I guess him coming to this shit.
I
Yeah,
ain't,
see,
I ain't
missed
gonna
all of
lie
those
though.
rumors. I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Party of the century would have went crazy at the inauguration.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, no cap.
I was surprised by Rod Wave. I was also surprised by Tiger Woods, but I don't think I should have been knowing what I know about Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised at him being at the Black History Month event when Tiger Woods said he wasn't black and he was Cobblinasian.
Wait,
So,
say that again. What
he
was
said
it?
he was Cobblinasian.
Cobblination?
Cobblinasian. He was Caucasian,
Caucalinasian.
black, and Asian.
Caucalinasian.
Yeah, because he didn't want to claim being black, so he said he was
Wow.
Caucalinasian.
I've never
That's
heard
what he
that
came up
before.
with. That's what he said. He was the
Okay.
only motherfucker I ever heard say that. And
Alright.
to come up with a term like that just lets me know how much he didn't want to be called black.
A
Because this nigga came up with
quadroon.
some shit that nobody else came
That's
up
a
with
one of
before.
one right there.
That's
Caucalinasian.
crazy.
All right, so why is he at the Black History Month? And
Okay.
Donald Trump talking about he called him our tiger and shit. And it's like, who's tiger?
You just made me think of a question.
What's
We
happening?
can do it quickly.
Okay.
Whenever we have something great happening for a biracial person that has black in their blood, right?
Oh, God.
How do you all feel about the idea of saying the first black if a biracial was the first black to do it?
I accept Obama because I don't know if we ever go get another one, right?
Okay. Okay.
Play stands in my book.
Yeah,
Play
you
stands
know,
in my book.
like that's the closest we gonna get. I'm gonna keep that one, right?
Mhm.
When anybody else do it, it's like, okay, yeah, they kind of count, right? But like we were saying before, are mixed people black or are they mixed? That's just how I feel.
I get
about
into
it.
this debate all the
But
time.
when they doing something good, when they want to claim it, then fuck it, I take it.
Okay.
But for me, it's like I don't like to see it used. I don't like for black people to use their blackness when them being the first black anything has never benefited anybody black.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the more successful you get, the higher that number of people that should say they have benefited from you being the first black anything,
Mm-hmm.
that number should grow.
Mm-hmm.
But if you being the first black whatever only benefits you, I don't want to hear that shit, especially if you mixed. But I don't like it when it's from black people who are fully black. Like if you being in that position didn't help anybody, nobody should really give a fuck.
I agree.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I get a little icky when it's a biracial or the first black of something. Because I need to see you lead with your blackness.
Yeah.
Like I need to see you proud to be black-ish.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you a Mahomes,
Yeah.
you ain't
Nah,
the first
you
for
mixed,
me.
bro.
You
I've been
ain't the
having
first
this
for me.
shit because the Super Bowl kicked off the whole. They was like 2 black quarterbacks from the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, no, it's one.
Yeah.
It's one. You know what I'm saying?
1.5 if I want to be nice.
You know what I'm saying?
know?
And
It's
people
only one. I'm gonna have that black celebration. Like, all right, I'm happy a nigga won.
right.
Yeah.
You know, that's it.
The
I
one
feel
drop
it.
rule does not exist to me, bro. Like
Yeah.
that shit dumb as hell.
Yes.
If your
Yeah.
mama white and your daddy black, or your daddy white and your mama black, you mix
You're
to me.
mixed.
Yeah.
Now that's to me. Now if you I'm
mean, that's
hey, I'm
what it
Jonesy,
is.
you blah blah blah. Hey, I identify as a black person. Cool. I'm gonna identify you as a black person. But in
Mhm.
my mind, you're mixed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not gonna identify you as a black person. I'm just not gonna argue with you about it.
That
But
too.
I'm with you though. But it's to me, it's like the difference between J. Cole and Drake, right? Like,
Yeah.
y'all have same story, white mom, black dad, or whatever. But like this one person, I had to find out his mom was white.
Mm-hmm.
Aubrey, you questioned it from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the difference.
It's a clear cultural clash. You can see and feel the difference.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, one is Jermaine and one is Aubrey.
yeah.
Because Logic is the same way.
I
And
mean,
if Logic said nigga and not in a satire way or nuanced way,
Mhm.
niggas would be on his ass.
Now, for all the biracials that love club culture and might feel away, unfortunately, that ain't my problem.
Hold on.
This is my
You started off the wrong way.
I ain't gonna hold you, cause this is one of those topics that I think is very sensitive for the person we're talking about to hear and receive,
Mhm.
and I recognize that. I don't think I've been in many spaces where someone is directly speaking to something I identify with, and I disagree with it, and I took it personally. I don't
Mhm.
think I've had a moment like that yet, but I can see that being a moment for a listener that is biracial,
Right.
black, and whatever else. But I think that it's your responsibility to take the personal feelings away from it if you can hear that it's not divisive. Like the intent is not to be divisive.
Right, or malicious. We ain't
Yes.
saying y'all stink or y'all mutts or anything.
Yeah.
We just saying y'all not black.
Yeah, I'm saying I need to know that you love being black. That's actually a part of your identity and you accept it instead of you pushing that away so much. For me to be like, all right, you the first black beautician. All right, cool, because you showing it.
Right.
Not you just happen to be that and you got the label.
And then that's the first time you proud of your blackness.
Yeah.
Nah.
Or you don't even want to acknowledge it because Shorty from Notre Dame, the head coach, that was the first black coach to get to the playoffs.
This nigga, bro.
No, let's not make it be about that. Fuck you.
Man, he was playing it safe, man.
Yeah, he was.
South
he ain't
Bend,
want to say
Indiana.
that. Yeah, he ain't want to say that, but
he
he every question. So how does it feel to be the first black? Let's talk about my guys.
I don't see color.
Yeah, like, all right, bro.
That man got to go back in South Bend, Indiana and live. I respect it.
I guess.
He wasn't finna get out there and be
I
on no
guess.
black ass shit.
All right, we was just quickly on that. We can move on to this third topic. I'm gonna let you take it away, Jonesy.
All right, man. Trump said you niggas on food stamps came back handy.
Okay. All right.
That's, to give it to the niggas that's listening. You know,
Okay.
the short attention span ones. I'm loading up the article now again. But like I said, bro, Trump is trying to cut food stamps from being able to be used for candy, sweets, and all the other stuff that you can't buy for. I don't know why it's not loading now when I literally just had it loaded this whole time. Okay, here we go. Food stamp recipients could be soon barred from purchasing junk food, including soft drinks, candy, and ice cream under a new GOP House bill. And to sum up this whole article that I'm reading, they're trying to spin it as they don't want taxpayers paying for other people's junk food.
Okay.
Which I think is facetious.
Okay.
I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for. Because if this program or if this bill is about promoting healthy eating, then why don't we as a country address the food desert situation or like put more quality foods?
Mm-hmm.
And you could still have candy in them grocery stores, but at least afford people who's on food stamps to at least be able to buy that shit.
Yeah.
Because just using Gary as an example, we got one grocery store. Well, we got two, but they both.
Talking about that market right off the E-way?
Right off Grant, you got that one, and then you got Save More that's a little further down on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all ever been in there and shopped in there, but...
Yeah, nah. Nah, I'm not shopping there.
Gee, imagine Save More is like a grocery store that was built in like the late 70s, and they never renovated it. It got that smell. You ever walked into one of these Chicago, like the markets?
I've been in Save More.
Okay, then yeah.
I
like,
know what you're talking about.
And they never update anything, bro.
Yeah.
All that stuff in there is, I don't want to trash that store because I don't know who owns it. But yeah, bro, speak to the food desert problem. Like, Whole Foods, to me, is a 20, 25-minute drive. Walmart's the same thing. Target, Meijer, all that stuff is the same thing. And that's driving from me.
Yeah.
And I live on the furthest south part of Gary. So imagine somebody on the east side on like 8th and Delaware.
Yeah.
They got to go to Save More. And instead of buying the expired meat, maybe they want the damn beef jerky.
Yeah.
They finna make a, what they call that in prison? A split? they finna go make a split because the ground beef in the grocery store is fucked up. But now they can't buy the beef jerky no more because they took the food stamps. So now they gotta buy the fucked up ground beef.
Gotcha.
Now they sprouting a third nipple. I don't think it's right. I think we're trying to police poor people again, and I don't like it.
Yeah, for no reason. And a lot of these people, you can tell they never had to grocery shop for children before. Because you can go get a box of Pop-Tarts and that kid got breakfast for a few days. Like, little stuff like that they are taking away, that they're not thinking about the functionality of it. And it's not just, I'm about to go and buy a bunch of junk food and go get fat. Like, it's a lot of times that you got to use that link card to buy the cupcakes for the kid's birthday. Like, it's a bunch of shit like that they're not thinking about that's going to be impacted, that people just have regular lives. Or, if I'm packing a lunch for this kid to go to kindergarten, I can't get some fruit snacks. A box of fruit snacks for him to take to school every week. So he's not the only kid without them. I can't have those. Like, it's a bunch of regular shit, and they're not thinking about the impact of how people will actually be impacted by the shit that they are trying to pass,
Yeah.
and it's for no
Mhm.
reason. Like, and they're not giving people enough money to buy the healthy shit.
Yeah.
So a lot of times that's the shit that they just can't afford, and they're not addressing that at all. They're not saying, okay, well, we're gonna give you enough to deal with the inflation
Yeah.
with these already high ass prices, because those healthy food always costs more. They're not addressing any of that. It's just about, well, now you can't buy this and y'all ass gonna figure it out. And that's just fucking ridiculous. That's some real evil shit to spend your time thinking about. When
Hmm.
it's so many way larger issues.
Yeah.
You know how many vacation Bible schools are fed from food stamps, and y'all taking that away?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you good. I'm just trying to think of what else to add, because I mean, I just think this is ridiculous. I think I will speak from the perspective of the people who will see a headline like this and agree with it, agree with the sentiments, thinking that this should be in place because they're speaking from a place of privilege to, oh, I don't eat that shit. Y'all shouldn't eat either. Or yeah, y'all need to be using that food stamps on some healthy shit. Like, speaking from that perspective, I hate to see it. Because one, you can't tell a nigga how to eat.
Literally.
Like, it's simple as that. You can't tell a nigga how to
Literally
eat.
Right.
Yeah. I know we have this obsession with wanting to tell heavier people to lose weight, but now we getting granular with shit that ain't even, like, these kids and like obesity. We ain't even talking about that with this situation. Y'all just trying to tell a person how to eat, and I don't really understand that at all. I don't get it.
We're really mean to fat people. But then fat people turn around and lose weight and be mean to us.
Oh no, we ain't gonna get past the topic.
I thought you was gonna say that lose weight and then be mean to other fat people after that. I've seen that, but I don't know if I'll lose weight and be mean to skinny people. Though.
But yeah, that's all we have on the on Trump cutting the SNAP recipients thing.
Yeah,
They ain't give us too much on it yet.
I
it's
think
just
people that
ridiculous.
come from like me, because I'm a food stamp baby. Whenever OG was able to get the shit.
You ever had a paper once?
Nah, that's
You ain't
that's
that
too
old?
that's
It's a little
yeah. I'm
before
too
our
young for that,
time.
nigga. That's your time,
The
nigga.
pink and green joint, boy. You was
Nah.
racked up with them
Nigga,
bitches.
nah, give me the plastic credit card looking shit. Nah. I love being black, bro. I don't say being black is being impoverished, but those moments of living in poverty and not knowing that you're poor as fuck
Mhm.
was great to me, because I never felt like we were poor. Like, it felt like we was just finding a way to make some shit fun still.
Right.
So what I knew for the 1st or the 7th, whichever date it happened, that we finna get hella food. We finna have all the snacks so I can tap into whenever it's late and I'm playing a game all night. That shit was fun to me. So to wait to grow up and know that I can afford to not to live on food stamps, I would never want to impede on someone that has to do that for their kids. Because those were great moments for me waiting for the 1st or the 7th to go crazy at the grocery store.
For sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I don't like that shit, man. When people speak from places of privilege and
Never lived it at all.
never lived it or lived it and can't fucking recognize it in real time. Damn, I'm actually a goofy right now. Like,
And they can't realize that it's just not their fucking business.
yeah, that's the main part for me is like, bro.
Like, do something that's your business.
Yeah.
Focus on that. Like, lobby to the politicians about some shit that's going to affect you.
Mhm.
Because if they get this shit passed, what is in somebody else's cart at the grocery store, it's not gonna make a fucking difference. And all these people like, yeah, they're finally doing something. Doing what? Besides fucking somebody day up.
Because push come
Like-
to shove, they just gonna steal it. You know what I'm saying? You might as well let them swipe for it.
I don't know why people think it's so fucking easy to just go get a job. That it's not that easy, because you have to have jobs available for my skill set. For
And
one,
some of these people who have this shit have jobs.
yeah,
lot
it's
of
not
people-
enough.
I was
I'm
gonna
not
say.
making enough.
Right.
Yeah, the food stamp queen that I was talking. I think it was the last episode. She had a job, a full-time job.
Yeah.
Still needed full stamps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can move on.
I miss you
Oh, all right.
and that food stamp card.
I don't want to lie because I know I forgot the percentage, but I know it's a very high percentage of people that work for Amazon that are on welfare.
Phew, yeah, Amazon ain't paying shit.
And shit out here, you can get $18 an hour or some shit like that. When you starting off, I know that that's pretty competitive for those kind of jobs, but all of those people still need fucking welfare.
Yeah.
Because shit just costs too fucking
But
Yeah, 18 an hour ain't
But
shit
you
in
know,
Illinois.
motherfuckers that's working at Amazon every day work hard as hell.
Yeah.
Talk to anybody that work at Amazon. They're gonna tell you how hard that shit is. I never did it, but I talked to a bunch of different people. Nobody enjoys it. Ain't nobody just sitting on their ass and that's why they need help. Like that's not the reality of life. It's people that's just really out here fucking working hard. And shit is hard for people. They think that everybody just trying to get over on everybody using their tax dollars and having a good fucking time. Like whatever the fuck you paying taxes, you gonna pay that shit anyway. Let somebody get their fucking Pop-Tarts and fruit snacks. Like that shit is ridiculous. We're talking about kids that's not gonna have lunch and breakfast, shit like that. Like that's crazy. I remember it was so many times all I had time for in the morning was to put a fucking Pop-Tart in the toaster and eat that shit on my way to school.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Like, and that shit bogus as hell.
What we got next on the docket, Big T?
Let's speak about some happy shit. Speak about some of the history that you were able to witness in your time on this earth. Black history, to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
That left the impact on you, or you just thought it was some great shit. I will start with the K-Dot Super Bowl performance. I thoroughly enjoyed that performance. I thought it was masterfully put together. I've heard many opinions that are opposed to that, and I would love to hear y'all opinion because I already fucking did a live and we had fun. So I want to hear y'all opinion on that performance.
You know, you want to go first?
Well, sure, I'll go. We were talking about this in the barbershop.
Okay.
I want to start with it was a great performance. I enjoyed it. Kendrick's cool, all that good stuff. Because people like to cook me. There's not a but to it.
Okay.
Kendrick, like there's no but. Kendrick did great. It was a great performance. Period.
Okay.
Next sentence, indent, because we're writing a whole passage here.
Doing a paragraph.
Right,
This is
yeah.
second
Starting a
paragraph.
whole new paragraph.
Uh-huh.
Hip hop as a genre, when I say big, I'm talking the art itself, like the music. It's just not big enough for a stage like the Super Bowl.
Ah, shit. Damn, I should have went first because I didn't know you was gonna say nothing like that. Damn, Jonesy.
Like,
damn. No.
It's cool that Kendrick like got the Super Bowl and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever, you know what I'm saying, people think of like, oh, well, who should perform at the Super Bowl? Most people aren't going to jump out and say a rapper first.
Mm-hmm.
They just aren't. You might hear Beyonce, might hear The Weeknd, goddamn Ed Sheeran or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no one ever starts with like, oh, goddamn 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
It definitely wouldn't be 2 Chainz. I do think there's a very short list of rappers that could do it.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being Kanye, and I don't think anybody should hand him a microphone on live TV, so he kind of ruled himself out. But like musically, I think he could do it.
I agree.
I think Jay-Z could do one. I think Drake could do one. I think Wayne.
I disagree with Drake.
I don't know. You don't think Drake got enough songs to do a Super Bowl performance?
Songs, but will it be a performance? No.
I'm just going off catalog.
Just catalog.
Like,
cool.
You know, so
yeah, Drake can do it. Drake can do it off catalog.
You know. I do think it's a short list of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think Outkast could fuck around and pull one off.
As a feature artist, I don't know if they can headline. I'm thinking about headliners.
13 minutes, I think they could do it, and then go into some solo shit. But they was on the fringe, but I don't think it was hip hop because I think Kendrick also had other songs that he could have done that would have been different. But hip hop wasn't a problem when Dr. Dre and them was just up there.
I ain't like that.
Yeah, but it
one.
was multiple artists instead of just one. That's why I'm speaking from headline standpoint, because typically it's not always multiple. It's always really just been that one. You might have some pop-ins, but it's always been you were headlining the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Plus, I enjoy Kendrick's set better than that Dr. Dre and whoever else he had with him set.
Wholeheartedly.
Like, by far.
Yeah, I think so. I think my opinion of it kind of addresses that too. like with what you were saying, it's not being big enough. I think Kendrick was his artistic vision of the message that he was trying to send.
Mhm.
I think it just it wasn't quite clear enough, and I think that's why a lot of people just kind of felt underwhelmed with the performance because the message that he was trying to send, like you had to get online to see motherfuckers explain it to understand it, right? So it wasn't just super clear, but it also wasn't on the I'm out here just having fun playing my hit side either. So I think it kind of was just in the middle as far as with what he could have did because if he would have just been clear with the message that people getting from the interpretation and all of that, I think it would have hit harder for everybody. But I don't think it was. I don't think it's because he was a rapper. I think it was just because of the route that he was taking with the. I'm going to try to send a message to mean this very specific thing, but do it in this super artistic way. I think it was to do all of that in 13 minutes was a lot, and I think that's why it felt like that, and that's kind of why we're getting the reactions that we're getting from everybody. I don't think it's rap that's a problem, but I understand the perspective.
I understand the
Right.
perspective. You're not alone in that. Not from. I don't know if I agree or disagree. I would just say that I understand it, but I've heard others say what you've said,
Mm-hmm.
and I understand their reason for why they think that way. I will come out and say when I was younger, I hated rap. And through battle rap, that's where I learned and gained some appreciation of rap.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's just what it was. I love the rappers that would hop on R&B shit and keep the topic going, make it cohesive.
So what was like your first set of rappers that you liked?
I mean, Lil Wayne was the one for me growing up, but then it became Ludacris. Then it became K-Dot joined the list for me. Who else? Drake for sure.
But why and how them?
Because they would do R&B tracks and they would stay on topic. They would kill it like it was.
Even Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I mean, if we per song, and he is in my top. If you had to make a list of people that if you put him on an R&B song, they'll give you a good verse. He will be in my list. That don't mean like every verse is the best, but I think he does a pretty good job with R&B. But if you can't do that, then I wasn't listening to younger Tamaya. But today I can go listen to a rap album and I want to go listen to it and see what it's about.
Okay.
I fuck with certain people. I ain't gonna list nobody names out there. I don't really care that much to do that. But now I appreciate rap more, and I feel like the kinds like a Doechii or a K-Dot or J. Cole, like the ones
I do think J. Cole could do a Super Bowl. I think he could do it.
not a headline. No.
He can give us 13 minutes.
No.
And he's been disappointing me a lot these past few years. I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think he could give us a good 13 minutes.
No.
I think y'all aren't understanding. Like when you even just watch K-Dot shit, he had to work the whole fucking area, and I think he did that really well. Working because Kai Cenat was like the shit was quiet. He was there, but the Super Bowl performances has always been for the viewer. It's never for the people there.
Right. No, that's when you go get your food, you go do all the other dumb shit.
That person is working the camera. And I think he did such a great job. That was produced beautifully as far as working the camera. And he used a lot of the field.
Yeah. As he says, say Drake when he looked right at the camera.
Yeah, it's like
he got a workout in that on that performance. He got a lot of cardio in.
And so now think about the rappers y'all listed and them also working that field.
They don't have to go from touchdown to touchdown the way that nigga did. He was just, being Kendrick Lamar, and that's great. But they don't have to do all of that. They don't have to.
They don't, but that is a part of it. You got to work something. You can't
let Lil Wayne get a Super Bowl and he want to work about 13 feet of the goddamn stage. Man, get this shit off my TV.
Yeah. See, I did not say Lil Wayne. I didn't say I think he could do it.
I don't think J. Cole can do it. I think if he can be stationary and the shit moves him, cool. But to actually stage J. Cole to move to work the field, I don't think it's going to be energetic because he ain't got that much of.
I don't think he got 13 minutes.
I don't think he got arena music like that while working the field. That's key. Arena music and working the field. Like, he ain't got no squabble up, and we finna have a bunch of dancers, and we finna work this. He ain't got none of that. And so what is J. Cole gonna do to feel the space?
Maybe they'll move the nigga around.
That's
something
what.
them
That's
to
the only
figure
thing I
out.
can think
So
of.
maybe they will think of that. I'm sure they will. I believe that if the nigga was hired to do a Super Bowl, that he would think of that.
I mean, yeah,
So
but that don't mean
I'm
that the
with
thought
you,
would be a good
but-
thought. Like the idea, I don't think it would be a. I just don't see that for them. I don't think it's many rappers at all. I think K-Dot was the only choice to be the first to headline the Super Bowl as a rapper. I
That
think
was a
he was
great
the perfect choice to do that. Now I've heard people in their opinions. I don't necessarily agree, but I see why you would have that perspective. But the one thing that I kept saying about this to whoever I would have a conversation who had the underwhelming takeaway from the performance was, I don't think we base music upon the artist's intention. So like when you think about when you had to write a paper, what was the author's intention? What did they intend to do? Who was their intended audience? And I think that's something that we don't carry into when we have to critique music and performances. I think we kind of just go off of what we wanted them to do. What is our expectation?
Yeah.
Instead of what the artist wanted to fucking have us take away from this. Like they curated something for us to take away. The same way I'll curate an episode, I want y'all to make sure y'all hear biracialism, you feel me? So like the same as K-Dot, like what do you think his intention was? And let's critique him based off of that instead of what you wanted him to do, and let's critique him because you ain't do what I wanted you to do.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah.
I think what his intention was, I think he executed that very well.
Yeah.
I just what I wanted him to do.
What you wanted him to do.
Did,
Yeah.
Because for me,
What did you
even
want him to do?
I just wanted him to make that shit a little bit more clear so that it like say what you're trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's fuck the white people, say that, Kendrick. You don't have to come back. Say what you gotta say. You know what I'm saying? But it shouldn't be to the point that the people who didn't go home interested enough to look at the Facebook post, long ass post that you gotta click see more and shit, with motherfuckers explaining what happened. Everybody still didn't get the message. So I watched the Super Bowl with a bunch of Drake fans around me, to be honest, right? So that definitely threw me off the first time. But just being a rap fan, I went home and I watched that shit again.
Yeah.
And I still would not have understood that shit the first time, even if I was by myself and focused. I would have had to get where they was going. Some of the shit I picked up on, of course, Uncle Sam and all of that, but the way people like, oh, he said that it was too ghetto, so then he played these songs. To this day, I still don't know what the fuck those songs got to do with him talking about it was too ghetto. Like I don't.
Be Humble wasn't enough. Like I thought that was clear as day. That was the song after too much of that ghetto shit. Give the people what they, seen that commercially successful shit. And so
I
Be
saw
Humble.
that interpretation, but was that how it was supposed to be interpreted?
I mean, that's only K-Dot can speak to that.
And that's what I'm saying. Don't leave shit that's this important that has that kind of message. I think some messages are more important than the artistic expression. And I think that was one of those messages on that kind of platform that I would have liked to see the message just be a little bit more clear so that all of these people could understand it. Like, so that we not sitting trying to interpret some shit that in that moment could have been a lot more powerful if everybody understood it, knowing that it's going to be having many millions of motherfuckers it is. Like, I think like making your album, and when the people who tune into that, telling them that they have to understand, I mean, if they understand, they do. If they don't, then whatever. That's different on your album versus when you sign up to go entertain these people, all of these people who everybody not a fan of you, but you have that kind of message out there. With that kind of message, which I agree with, and I think he executed it to the point that people were able to figure it out. But I think it should have been more important for everybody to get it rather than for a certain number of people to be able to figure it out.
I'm just do a quick little, I wouldn't even call it a rebuttal, just like, because I don't necessarily disagree. And I could be speaking from a place of privilege of just being an educated being, but I feel like if you don't get it, you just don't get it. And like, that's just it. Some people won't get the message. And I think he's okay with that. Like, I think he's perfectly fine if a lot of you niggas didn't get it, because I know what I wanted to give. I gave it. I'm proud of it. You got it. Great. And then it's our job now to just speak and talk into it. He created conversations to happen, which definitely happened.
Yeah.
So it all depends on what his intention was, and I think that it was met.
Yeah,
I think it was met specifically for myself, for sure.
Bring Bad Bunny next year, man. Fuck
No.
it. Bring Bad Bunny. Give me some Burner Boy.
What's something in history that you were able to witness that left the impact on you, or you just thought was just great?
For many things, I've seen a lot in history. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about his presidency and none of that shit, but Obama getting elected was big. I don't give a fuck. We're not gonna debate nothing about what he did after he got there, but the symbolism of seeing him be able to go and do that, and become the president, you know, if you just look at him, he just looked like a black man to me. That nigga name is Barack Obama. When I was 10 years old, it was black enough. We wasn't getting into all the biracial shit. That was a black man. He was the president. He was claiming Chicago as his home. That shit was huge for me. Seeing the ability and just seeing the fact that, because people used to tell me when I was little and shit, like, oh man, you're smart enough, you could be the president one day and shit. And I'm like, all right, yeah, that shit, that sound great. I think I could do it. Seeing somebody do that shit at the age where I still thought I could, it was like, oh hell yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want to.
Yeah.
And to this day, I still believe that. It ain't nothing that I think I want to do that I don't think I can.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Barack Obama getting elected, I never forget the day. I remember exactly where I was standing.
You were
when he
10?
won. I was turning 10. I wasn't even 10 yet. I was
2008.
only 10 15 days later.
Christ, I'm
2008.
old.
Yeah.
That's 2008.
Yep.
Yeah,
I watched Obama get inaugurated. They had it playing in school. I was in high school when that happened.
Yeah, no, I stayed home inauguration day to watch it with my mom, my grandmother, my dad,
Aw.
obviously my brother. Yeah, both my little sisters were alive at that point. Yeah, so we all watched that shit together.
Did y'all have Obama t-shirts?
Nah, no Obama t-shirts.
Oh man,
No
y'all
Obama
wasn't committed.
t-shirts. Yeah, nah. It would have been cool though. But yeah, I don't necessarily agree with all Barack Obama's with all of Barack Obama's decisions,
Mhm.
As president. But that's not what I'm talking about, y'all.
Yeah.
So don't bring that shit to me. I'm gonna treat y'all in the comments. That's not what I'm talking about. And as a black person in this country, I had a right to be proud of seeing a motherfucker reach that office. I don't care how y'all feel about shit. I don't care what y'all saying he support. None of that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying as a black kid with very few people to look up to in those kind of positions, Barack Obama meant a fuck ton to me.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you say historically stuff that we've seen, like, you mean like just in general, or like stuff that we seen in our real life?
Yeah, some you've been able to witness.
Witness a lot. We're talking about Black history here?
Yeah.
Oh man. Because I can be a dickhead.
Yeah,
man.
I'm thinking you finna
and
be a
no,
dickhead.
I'm not. Because the stuff I'm being a dickhead about is true,
Okay.
and it'll get someone in trouble.
Mm.
Damn, bro.
All right, nigga, pick some.
I grew up a very traumatic life. I ain't see too much positive history going down.
Okay. Well, I also said something that impacted you.
Okay, no. Okay. The last time my high school went to state, maybe? No.
Okay.
We was the last or the first. I don't know. I'm trying to think, man. Something I've seen out my own eyes.
And when I say witness, you don't gotta take it so direct. It can
you
be
ain't
something
have
you
to
saw
be
on
there.
TV, something on social media, something in the books that you read, something.
Drawing a blank.
Okay, we can move on and
Yeah,
come
man,
back
let's
to it
move
later
on,
for
man.
you
We can
because
come
we got
back,
something
man.
else on the
Yeah, man. Let's
the
keep
docket
going.
for Black history.
I want to shout out those black girls that solved the Pythagorean theorem.
Facts. I agree.
I wish I knew their names, but I wasn't prepared to shout them
I
out.
didn't know it was something to solve.
Yeah,
I thought it was already a
that's
formula.
what I said. I thought I solved that shit in class. I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
They really solved that shit.
I got it. I got it. We got to. I got to be a part of I guess live in the city when Gary had its first black woman mayor.
Okay.
Shout out Mayor Freeman Wilson, Karen Freeman Wilson.
Okay.
Karen for Gary.
Yeah, shout out Karen and shout out Lori Light football head ass.
Why?
Hey, I forgot. First black woman mayor of Chicago. First woman mayor, and she was a black
And
woman.
she was LGBT
Shout
too.
out her. I did not fuck with her or none of her decisions when she was here. But shout out to her. Ass lady.
Damn.
Moving on from that. Please take the moment to really just reflect on things that you've been able to witness, because it's way more than just the one that we've listed.
Hell yeah.
That has happened. It's so much has happened.
And just don't be a fucking hater, and you could realize all the black history that's happening around you, man.
Yeah.
It's happening all around you. All these people that you know that's coming in and being successful and starting families, and all these fathers that you seeing in your life. I know a lot of young niggas taking care of their kids, all of that shit, you know. It's black history because it's going to be history one day, and everybody doing better at something positive, you know.
And maybe you a part of history too, and you don't realize it because you being a hating ass nigga.
Yeah. You know,
These
when
are
you
facts.
dim other motherfuckers like yours don't shine as bright.
These are facts.
Bars.
Yeah.
I should have wrote that down.
Of course, we gotta do a little music topic.
Oh yeah.
Georgiana's the GOAT.
All right, come on, you chilling, bro. In Black
Okay.
History Month, bro. On our Black History Month episode, you wanna
Yeah.
play like that?
I mean, she worked with a black artist.
Nah, grow up.
I got
I
a quick
fuck with
question,
Georgiana, though.
Jonesy. Were you serious or were you playing when you said Kendrick Lamar performance is better than Michael Jackson? Did you mean that?
50-50.
50-50?
I can and I will stand on it, but I also won't rebuttal it if somebody said Michael Jackson's was better type shit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's about 50-50.
Okay. Who you think got the best Super Bowl performance of all time? Real quick, we gotta talk about it. Who? Why?
Justin Timberlake.
Okay, fuck you.
You should never asked him. You
Yeah,
should
you
never
gave
asked
too
him.
much,
But
man.
it
You
is.
should have
though.
never
Way too
asked
much.
him.
It
man.
is. It really is. I like that song. I like the Justified album. I really did enjoy that. Janet from Geary, the West Side to be exact. It was perfect for me.
Okay.
All
And I
right.
saw a titty.
All
Well,
right.
see, that's
It was perfect for me.
I knew that's where you was
A
going.
10 out of 10.
That white man fucking killed her career, and you wanna?
Her
That's
career
your
ain't
number
go
one.
nowhere.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
It was she was already on the like. I don't want to say falling off because I hate that word.
She wasn't falling off.
She was on her
at
way
all.
out.
No, she was
Yeah,
not.
she was like 40 already.
Nah.
How
Why-
many more Janet albums we get after that?
Why Did I Get Married is one of the best movies
Oh.
in the world.
We got
She
two.
killed that shit. And she fucking did that movie when Michael Jackson died. Killed that shit.
Gee, we got two, maybe one more Janet Jackson album after that, and then she started acting.
Yeah, she's a pretty
Career wasn't killed.
pretty decent actor, man. No, that was some Tyler Perry movies. It wasn't no blockbuster films.
She got paid.
All right, man, we moving on. I'm bad you asked that nigga that shit.
I really did.
Man.
We could just go through just quickly all the lawsuits that we spoke on the podcast. Start with your guy, Jay-Z. Jay-Z, his case was dropped.
I told y'all it was a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
I told y'all it was a bunch of bullshit. Y'all thought I was playing.
Tell him.
Oh.
Jigga Kales, not
Yeah,
guilty.
Yeah, the lawyer that filed the case, he dropped it without prejudice. They can't bring it back again
Mhm.
because it was just a bunch. You could tell. I mean, if you read any of it, you could tell like none of this shit made any kind of sense. People just going off of Twitter and with the whole Jay-Z next shit, and they thought that it was gonna be an easy payday for them,
Mhm.
and that's all that happened. And I'm happy that Jay-Z stood up for herself and fought it the way that he did.
Yep.
Was definitely proud to be a fan in a moment like that. Like, proud to know that the kind of band that I'm a fan of is not out here doing shit like that. I'm not gonna lie, like that. It's supposed to hurt your feelings when people you like do shit like that, or are accused of something like that. But I never believed it from the second I heard it. It just didn't make sense to me. But the shit got dropped. Shout out to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky case made me realize that I'm a hater.
Because you wanted him to go to jail. So you can have
So-
Rihanna to yourself?
No, that's crazy.
Okay.
So I didn't
That's
want him to
insane.
go to jail,
Okay.
right? Never wish prison on anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But when I watch him point that object on the camera,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched his friend give the testify, whatever the fuck that shit is,
Yeah.
that ASAP Rocky shot him and all this shit.
Yeah.
And when that judge said not guilty, and he
Jumped.
leaps for joy,
Yeah.
jumps the thing, and go hugs Rihanna,
Yeah.
I'm like, why him? Why him?
What you mean?
Why him?
Why him white?
Gee, my nigga got to shoot one of his old friends on camera. Beat the case. He did this in California, by the way.
Mhm.
Probably the strictest gun laws in America.
Yeah.
Shoots him on camera, get away, and go hugs his wife, that is Rihanna. It didn't sit well with me.
You mad that the nigga got good? Like he got a great life? You
Gee,
mad at
I
that?
don't even know if it's mad. I can't wait till therapy on Monday. I'm like, bro, why did I just feel that?
Okay.
I'm like, yo, I'm a fucking hater.
Okay.
I'm surprised he beat the case. But yeah.
Man, shout out A$AP Rocky for making Black History with that jump.
Yeah.
His ass.
My nigga got pardoned by Trump. But like, what the fuck, bro? How? Like, how, bro?
That man yeeted that white woman, jumped over the damn your digs to get straight to Rihanna.
Rihanna, bro. If it was anybody else, I would have been cool.
Uh-huh.
Like, even if Shorty was still fine as hell and all that stuff, I still would have been cool. It's Rihanna, bro.
Okay.
It could have been anybody else but Rihanna.
All right.
Do you know how that case even started?
Nah.
Because Buddy said, Relly, I think that's his name.
Relly, yeah.
Relly said, dumbass nigga. Relly said A$AP Rocky didn't pay for Yam's funeral.
Okay, yeah.
And the whole
I'm thinking
time
you finna
he
say
did.
something else.
No,
Yeah,
the
we
whole
talked
time
about
he
this already.
did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, nigga, you got shot in the stomach for no reason.
Bro, I don't remember that being a part of the case. It showed that the man actually was like he had a wound.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I got shot.
Yeah, I don't think
so he just shot at him?
No, it was a starter, like it was one of them shits you'll use that are like a horse race. Like it wasn't it was a prop gun.
But that was the story, but I don't know if that was true.
So
And
was that proven
the jury
true?
said they didn't believe that shit.
what was proven is Relly went to go get some case shellings that wasn't there for the police to find. And he said, I went back and here they are. And so A$AP is saying, like, bro, no, I always keep a fake one on me as a scare tactic for people that come want to fuck with me. And so he said, I had my shit on me and that's what I used. That man ain't get shot.
With nothing.
Yeah. So that
what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he still got to hug Rihanna after all this, bro.
So he beat his case. Thankful a black family ain't gotta be separated.
All right, man. Khyle, did you listen to that new PND and Drake album?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like it?
Not very much of it. Out of the 21 songs that was on there, it was like 4 that I would be cool hearing again.
Which 4 of those?
I know I liked Greedy at the
Okay.
end. That was the last song. I think one of the ones was Somebody Loves Me. That song was pretty cool. Give Me a Hug was alright, depending on where it was at. They was playing it all weekend when I was out in San Francisco, and I was pretty drunk. So I was having a good time to Give Me a Hug out in the club. But like some of the lyrics are real silly. You're a real silly guy. Him dissing Joe Budden, I didn't respect that at all. But I miss you hoes, give me a hug. It got a little ring to it,
Why you didn't respect him dissing Joe Budden?
There's so many motherfuckers that he should be addressing. Like the motherfucker that just said, say Drake, I hear you like him young at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Say something to that nigga.
Yeah.
Not Joe Budden because he had something to say. That's what I hate, the niggas that get treated and then talk about the niggas that laugh. Like I just never respect the shit like that.
I know you not laughing.
Yeah, and that's what he's doing. So you gonna call a man a dick sucker? Okay.
I don't got a problem with him dissing Joe Budden because you know how I feel about him.
Yeah, for me, it's not a defense of Joe Budden.
Yeah,
it's just like
the
damn Drake,
like,
what you doing?
yeah, man.
Any rocks thrown at Joe Budden is okay with me.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why he ain't hit back at K-Dot.
He dropped the last song.
Yeah, but
So
like,
it's like
the subs, the Instagram posts, and the subs towards other people that laughed or have things to say. Like, why K-Dot ain't get no subs and shit? Yeah, like I don't understand it. Are you? I feel like I feel like he's going to hide behind the excuse of the lawsuit. But no, nigga, your ass afraid for some more shit to come.
Yeah. It was 2 different songs. He said some shit on there about that. He said some shit about that's so American or some shit like that. And it's like,
and the fucking So I've never been to Toronto, but I listen to other podcasts to speak to the songs because they travel and they know more than I do geologically. And they said that it is common, the same way it is from a new person that come to your neighborhood, that go to the schools, all the girls want him, the new guy. That's how it is for Toronto women and shit. American go to Toronto, they be dick sucking the American niggas. So I guess that's just some shit I would have never known, and it was just corny as fuck for me to hear.
Yeah.
But when I hear the perspective of it, I get it, but it's still corny. Like the corny doesn't erase. Like, nigga, let the ladies go where they want to fucking go because they ain't looking at you.
Yeah.
But some people will say, "Oh, he's being transparent." Like,
What was that?
he's being transparent. Oh, he's really showing how guys feel.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as the music itself, I just didn't like, because Party Next Door made a post about like it's an album.
Yeah.
It's an album that
It's
you
an
fuck
album
to.
to fuck. He said it's an album to fuck to, not to
Mhm.
analyze, get some bitches. And I was like, that's the problem right there. A nigga who talk about women like this can't make no good R&B.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what that shit
Speak on
sound
it,
like.
Khyle.
And my thing, I don't want to fuck to nothing that sound like most of that shit. Like at all. Yeah.
I'm fucking to that.
You.
Yeah.
I'm talking to you, baby.
Isn't that a song about like abortion or something? Or like miscarriage?
I've
Aaron
heard
Hall
that. Aaron Hall, I miss
is the
you. Let's
sample.
see.
And I think I was watching the video snippets of it because I don't think I've ever heard that song. And so I was like, okay, let me
Your
look
daddy
into
ain't
it.
play that?
I ain't had no daddy.
I mean,
Come
you
on,
had
man,
enough.
what's wrong with him?
You had enough of one.
Nah, he ain't play that. He was playing
I'm
the rapist. He was playing that shit.
Because Aaron Hall came before R. Kelly. So all the guys that was
I
on
didn't
R.
know that
Kelly,
either.
yeah. It was like right before. Like R. Kelly, okay, so the R. Kelly that we were introduced to, the bald head and the blah, 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 that's Aaron Hall.
Yeah,
Aaron Hall was doing that, yeah, when R. Kelly was with Public Announcement and shit.
Okay.
Aaron Hall was doing that shit.
Okay.
And then Khale's like, oh shit, nigga, that shit fly. I'm finna take all your shit. 12 play comes.
Well, just from the snippets of the video that I was watching, Shorty, he had a love interest. She was pregnant in the music video, and he just kept fading back to her being pregnant. So I assumed she had a miscarriage. I Miss You is about missing.
Yeah. About the death of his first child during birth.
Okay, I'm not wrong.
Yep.
Cool.
I only seen that video like twice.
So to use that as your sample for a song where you time out something that ain't got nothing to do with that, it's wild to me.
Man.
Missed the mark. I'm sorry. Because I think samples have intentions. You're supposed to be intentional with the sample choice. You can choose to just fucking just get a nice sound to make a great beat with. But something like that, where you use the gut of the song, like you ain't chop shit up. It's things has to be a bit more intentional for me for something like that. That song is about something real serious, bro.
Yeah, they told me to start. They told me to listen to Give Me a Hug. They told me to listen to Somebody Loves Me, Greedy, and I forgot what the fourth one was. I think it was maybe Raining in Houston. I ain't like none of that shit. None at all.
It was a song on there called like Not Trying or some shit like that, right?
Die Trying.
Die Trying.
Yeah.
Die Trying. I like that one. It sounded like damn near a country song. Some shit. I like that he tried to do something different.
Yeah,
But it
I
sounded
appreciate
like
that.
a lot of this shit just sounded very low effort. A good majority of it. And I like listening to music that when I listened to the Weeknd album, this new one, it was songs on there that I remembered. Like the second time I played it, I was singing along. Because this shit just stuck with me.
Okay.
You know? With this Drake shit, I didn't remember them songs after I was done listening to it, and I listened to it multiple times because I got a guy who I went to high school with be trying to argue with me and tell me everything Drake do is amazing. So I gotta, know what I'm talking about when this nigga called me. You know, so I listened to the whole album twice, front to back, and I don't remember most of that shit because nothing
stood out.
Yeah, it just wasn't like that. So I like it was just bad. A bad example of R&B, if that's what they was trying to call it,
or some music to fuck to. That was definitely a bad. It was a bad example of fucking music. That wasn't fucking music.
Yeah,
unless that's what y'all like to fuck to in Toronto or Canada.
Yeah, maybe this was
Canada.
for Toronto, bro.
But that wasn't fucking music. They was speaking to some shit in their area, like CN Tower. Like, cool. But I think that I measured this album based on songs that I've love between Drake and Party when they come together and make songs.
Yeah.
Come and See Me for Once
Yeah, I
is
love that
beautiful.
song.
It's great. Nothing on there is Come and See, nothing at all. And when I say
Yeah.
it's, I'm not saying that I want it to sound like the song. I'm saying the
The
quality
quality.
of it.
Yeah.
It's a
It
good
just
record.
didn't hit.
Yeah, it's not hitting at all. And they don't have none of those on there
Yeah.
that has quality. It's
Yeah.
just a vibe or
They don't
whatever you want
sound
to
in
call
sync
it.
to me.
I think
Yeah.
Drake was trying to be creative with putting a Drake album out that he knows was his key to become Drake.
Mm-hmm.
But he also wanted to get around legal shit with the record label
Mm-hmm.
and not.
We
it's-
thinking the same shit.
So it's a party featuring Drake, be at the whole thing is Drake because legally that helps him get around some stuff as far as like, okay, the royalties or however this is split, like business things. I feel like
Right.
if it would have been a Drake featuring, then that would have been something that they can shut down. Like, nah, you
Mhm.
can't drop this. It's
Yeah.
coming from us. Nah. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like he was just being creative with that. And I think when I hear people critique and say, oh, I thought it was going to be more party, I think that is where you get the author's intention thing that you're missing. I think this was intended to be this way for a reason. And so with that being said, now let's base this off being just a Drake album featuring Party. And I still think it's trash. But yeah.
The album is still licensed to Universal. So
I thought also had OVO in there because
yeah,
Party is
that's
OVO.
both. That's,
OVO Sound under exclusive license to Santa Ana Label Group and OVO under exclusive license to Republic, a division of UMG. So yeah, UMG got their hands on it.
yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so I think that's just Drake. He was just using Party for the goodwill of, I know y'all been wanting us to make music together, and all this shit I just dropped since this beef ain't none of it hit. So this will, and of course some of this shit is gonna stick, but the
don't think so.
majority of it, some of it is gonna stick just because it's bearable. Like the songs that I liked, it was because they sounded like other songs from them that I liked. It wasn't even because I really just liked this song. It was because, okay, this is the closest that sounds like to songs when they actually put in some effort. Like it just felt like it's like when your favorite basketball player is starting to get kind of washed, but he put up a 30-point game and you like, all right, cool, yeah, that nigga do still got it.
Mm-hmm.
That was how I felt about some of these songs. Like, oh, okay, yeah, they got it. They can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just had to listen to a bunch of bullshit first, and
I'm not gonna call it bullshit
Nah,
because I
listen,
called it
nah.
trash earlier, and I'm
It's some
being
bullshit.
a little dramatic. I think it's just vibes. It's okay. Nothing. I didn't add anything to my library.
I
At
heard
all.
some bullshit on here.
It is some bullshit.
I heard some
Meet your-
bullshit.
What's your
Can I
favorite
meet your
song?
padre por favor?
The fuck?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
That was crazy.
That was certified bullshit.
That was bullshit. And I think he was that. I feel like he's catering to just how successful Bad Bunny and just that music is. And let me try some shit, see if that shit can hop off because I'm Drake and my music sales.
Yeah.
That was trash though. Like that was crazy to lead a studio and it felt you accomplished something and you post it for us to hear that.
What you keep from the album?
Let me look at it real quick. I didn't save anything, but if I was to save anything to my library, it would be.
I like that Pimmy's Dilemma song, but it ain't had Drake or Party Next Door on it. It was just him, Pimmy.
I think I think I'm
Pimmy.
just not a vibe person more than a person that can connect to the music.
Mhm.
So because these are a bunch of vibes, that's why I didn't add shit. Something About You maybe, but that's a popular one for people. That's what everybody like. So yeah,
You hype beast.
I'm just gonna go with Something About You if I was to add something, but I'm not.
I feel it.
Yeah.
They almost had me. I was fucking with it till the hook came and he started doing that something or however he just started repeating it and he
Mhm.
lost me fast
Mhm.
as hell. It just felt like, all right, that was a real low effort. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't the song for that.
You
But
know.
I know it's a bunch of people that's gonna love it and say I'm hating or whatever. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, they probably gonna think we're being biased because they've definitely heard us speak to this beef shit. But I
Yeah.
swear to God, I like Drake with the melodies.
All right, that's
Sing,
the Drake
nigga.
I love.
That's the Drake I love, and this is not the Drake I love.
Yeah, I
This
have
ain't
way
it.
more Drake songs that I know and love than Kendrick Lamar songs. I've never been a Kendrick Lamar fan. He just fucked them up, y'all. I'm gonna be honest about it. But like nothing was the same. It's great. I love that shit. Just hold on, we going home. I'll sing every note right now. Like a lot of that shit on Take Care was great. And that's what's wrong. Like I've seen the nigga Drake make great music. I know what he's capable of. So when he started dropping that bullshit, I gotta say it's some bullshit because I'm mad.
Yeah.
I'm mad. It's like when you buy chips and it's just more and more air in the bag.
Yep.
That's what the fuck it feel like when I listen to Drake. You just keep selling me air. I got like 5 chips in this bag.
And I think that this is what he can give us. I don't think there's more to give until he chooses to do a deep dive on what is there that I actually really want to be transparent about.
He has to grow the fuck up in real life.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm talking
Joe
about. Like
Budden said, and he got mad at him for that. But it's the truth. If you no longer 25, but all the girls that you fucking are still 25, why don't you think that's a problem?
And I think the people that like his music, I think you feel me?
Come on.
Yeah, man.
But you think they what?
I think they find some I think they relate. I think they relate to this shit. As many people that we know, they ain't dating that down. Like, I don't know too many niggas that's 40 dating that down. But
Man, I don't know too many 40-year-old niggas being honest, but I'm with you.
But the people that I'm
old niggas do.
around that are just still stuck in high school, still stuck in we know a lot of those. I'm
They
not talking about they're
consume
exactly
stuff the
like I'm not
same
saying they're
way.
like Drake. I'm saying that they're just regressing, like they're not progressing mentally.
Yeah.
And so they can be there still. I know
Yeah.
many niggas that's still in high school and we are 28,
Yeah.
27.
26. But I'm with you.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's why
don't put no old shit on me. Y'all keep that over there.
That's crazy.
You trying to say?
I'm trying to say y'all niggas old.
To close out this music shit, what is a song that exemplifies blackness to you?
Down
What?
for my niggas. See murder.
Okay.
That's a real one?
Is that your song?
I mean, that's my song.
Okay.
Because y'all know y'all be saying my shit don't be real.
Yeah, sometimes we don't know.
Yeah.
Like you said slob on my knob the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Real.
I guess.
Okay.
You know,
I guess.
I'm with you.
But yeah, down for my niggas and Nuck if you buck.
And both of them. Both of those.
Yeah, both of them. They mine.
Why do they exemplify blackness to you?
Thank you, Kev.
Because whenever we, down. All right, so I start with down for my niggas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
I like that
an
song.
ode. We always do
An
this.
ode.
Yep.
I feel like that's an ode for that was created by black men in poverty to let other black men in poverty know that, hey, despite all of these chances, despite all of these the circumstances we live in and obstacles, adversities, that I'm down for you. You're my comrade, you're my pal, you're my gang member, you're my family. And that's why I love that song.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Because he even
Great
see murder,
explanation.
like it's in the lyrics. Bitch, I'm down for no limit. I'll ride for the cause. He's shouting at his guys. He says, I'm going to really ride this thing out for you. We all can relate to that.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm the nigga on the tank with them big fucking dogs. He's coming through in his box Chevy. He has the biggest weapons on his box Chevy, and he's coming to save his comrades.
Okay.
We need that.
Now, what about Nuck if you buck?
It's an odd. I keep
An
doing
ode?
this,
An
bro.
ode?
An ode.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Ode to what? I need to hear you explain this in the way that you just did for that song.
So it's an ode where, now this isn't just for black men, it's for black people, and it's letting other black people know that if you feel a certain type of way, or if we're in a situation that's promoting you to possibly cause harm towards me, that if you're going to act on those thoughts and feelings, you should be prepared to. And you should also be prepared that I'm willing to do that as well. And if you're going to do it, you should go all the way with it and do it.
So it's a song about being prepared.
Yes, prepared for battle with your comrades.
With your comrades.
Or anyone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who better to go to war with than your fellow black comrades?
Okay.
Did you see, I'm taking off here, but it all ties in. Did you see Amanda Seals go on and
from the fight Issa Rae?
I wasn't going there.
Oh, okay, keep
that's
going.
interesting.
My
I
bad.
want to hear
My
about
bad.
that.
No, we not. Keep
But
going.
she did a history lesson on the DAP.
Oh, like
Yeah, DAP. Like,
Okay.
yeah, DAP.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would like
I
to
did the
see
pound.
that.
My bad.
I mean, it's still the dap, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But during the Vietnam War, my grandpa even told me about this shit in the Korean War. He ain't used these words exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas will show like, so a side of war history that people don't talk about is white soldiers killing black soldiers with friendly fire.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
the niggas would dap each other up like, yo, we out here with you type shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We ain't on that bullshit truce type shit.
Gotcha.
That's how the dap started.
To let them know that they not phony.
Right. Like
Okay.
if anybody's shooting at you, it's either enemies or white people. It's not us. You know
Gotcha.
what I'm saying? Because we established that connection.
Got you.
You know, so to bring it back with Nuck If You Buck, you know, you're probably bucking against people that don't share your same beliefs. You got to buck the system. It's a very revolutionary song to me.
Revolutionary.
You know what I'm saying?
And it bring us all together.
Exactly.
Right?
What
And
song?
we get to dancing.
We get to dancing. We might all beat up the same person to this song together.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have just said Nuck If You Buck.
Camaraderie.
Just is one of the greatest party songs to get motherfuckers up and out their seats.
Or you can get your ass whooped.
But I love what you did with that.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
definitely get your ass whooped to Nuck If You Buck.
Okay.
Probably the most detailed interpretation of Nuck If You Buck ever.
Mhm.
Has to be. I'm sure no one has ever took it that deep.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, we gotta, cause man, music got such a deep meaning to me. And people be thinking I be trolling, but I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, it sounds like you know, I always have to ask. I always have to ask you.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like these records you can play in church.
Jonesy.
Ah,
Khyle?
I mean, Khyle.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
fucking me up.
Say, what the
Khyle,
fuck?
what's some? If you got two, that's great. But if you got one, what's a song
Yeah.
that exemplifies blackness?
Yeah, I wanted to come up with a way I could explain I Don't Like by Chief Keef, but I really couldn't. But I love that song. But I'm gonna go with If I Ruled the World by Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
Like, you know, I really feel like that song captures everything that you could about just being black and this black music and how it sound and all of that. Obviously, you got the combination of Nas just rapping, you know, Lauryn Hill coming with the vocals, it sound real soulful, the beat and all of that.
Mhm.
But just if you listen to like, it sounds like a real happy song, you know. But if you listen to the shit that he's talking about, he's speaking about a lot of this negative shit that goes on in our communities already. Just in a way saying, if I ruled the world, all this shit wouldn't be happening,
Mhm.
you know. Which is just another thing about being black. It's like even in our happy moments, it's because we got to fight. You know, our happiness is defined by the absence of problems and not just happiness. And I think, you know, that's something that's definitely unique to us. And he really just exemplified that really well with all of the verses and just the song overall and everything. And it was just a great example of optimism. I'm not optimistic about much in life,
Mhm.
but you know, I think a lot of times the black people, even if we have something to be pessimistic about, it's like we have a lot of dreams and shit that we chasing and hoping to get to.
Mhm.
You know, it's like all of us are hoping whatever situation we start at, even if we are well off, you know, everybody's trying to make something better out of it. You
Yeah.
know? I think If I Ruled the World just really captures all of that.
I have
Shout
another
out to
one. Though.
Nas.
Nah, we don't need nothing else.
It
from you.
celebrates black women though.
What's the song, John?
Back that ass up.
Oh yeah. The other one I was choosing between was The Truth by India.Arie.
Okay.
That one really hit it because, you know, it just feel like love. You know, my mama liked that song a
Oh,
lot, right? So that's how I knew it, you know, since I was a little boy. You know, she said something about I love you down even to the gap in between his teeth. And I thought she was talking to me, you know. And it just always felt like that, you know. I feel like that's a song like only a black woman could make, you know. I just love shit like that.
Yeah.
it's like that Gopal.
I don't know
Song?
that.
Gopal?
I think that's her name. Closer to My Dreams.
Oh, okay.
I know
Kind of
that
like
song.
that. Only a
Okay.
black woman can make that song.
Y'all finna make me get mushy and shit. That song, you just turned me up with that one, man. I
Oh,
love
shit,
that.
here we
I
go.
love that.
Yeah.
I love that choice. I love that choice of that song.
Yeah,
man.
what's your songs?
Yeah.
Before I do my song, I want to speak to that because that's a very beautiful song.
Yeah.
Being loved by a black woman is just different, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
That's
especially
how
like,
you know I'm ignorant. I was gonna say, how the fuck you know?
damn, I ain't got a mama too.
My
Yeah,
bad.
ain't even gotta be fucking them. That's
My
crazy.
bad. My bad.
No, but you just as you was describing your why, it just made me think of just a black woman just loving on me because I've experienced it, nigga.
That shit feel warm as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Paying attention to the little details, and then you talking about the little gap shit, and you think, yeah, I love that. Yeah, thank you. My song is Greatest Love of All, performed by Whitney Houston.
Mm-hmm.
That's my shit. She sang the fuck out of that song.
Yeah.
And I love the youth. I love everything that has to do with kids. I love the idea of watching something grow and to become something you probably never imagined or exactly what you thought they would be. And I've always heard the messaging since being a child. The kids are the future, the youth is the future, but it just never seemed like that was actually believed when we are around adults.
Mm-hmm.
And I just love that song because that song it speaks life into me and how much I love just the idea of the youth growing. Because I do think the youth is the most important group as far as an age demographic that we should put the most focus into. Yeah, that's my song.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, and just speaking into like just the idea of blackness through that song. I don't think that we put enough love into our youth, and I think that song being sung by Whitney Houston, I just feel like somebody looking out for me when I listen to that song, and I always sing it back with her because she sang it in a certain key that anybody can sing in. Like she
it's an alto key.
Yeah, so
low alto key.
Yeah, and I can sing that shit with her. So I fuck with you, Whitney, for how you perform that song.
Yeah. Shout out to Whitney Houston.
Facts. Let's go ahead and end the episode with our mental health cue. And we can end with a gem, but the gem being, what makes you Black history? Or what do you want to be remembered by if you cannot answer the first part of the question? Why you laughing, man?
I had to chuckle because I can't say what I want to say. So I just had to chuckle and get it out my head.
All right, I'm going to need for you to be serious with this
I
gem.
am. I'm 100% serious with my gem. That's why I laughed.
All right.
I kept it to myself.
I'm making sure, man. We got to end on a good note.
I've been giving good notes this whole time.
You've been doing all right. You doing all right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, we waiting on me? Okay.
Yeah,
what makes me Black history? Shit, I was a part of the operation that killed Gaddafi.
Huh?
Like the planes that was like dropping the bombs and stuff, they flew out of the entry control point that I was in charge of. So I had to check the goddamn entry control point list to make sure that Captain such and such was on there and he wasn't a violator, and that because he could have been an op and got to the jet and blew up America.
So you was knucking and bucking for the white man.
I was knucking and bucking for America. America.
Did you know they were going to do that when you was checking all the shit? Or you just was checking like it was a regular
Just doing
day?
your job.
How can I answer this question? I feel like I'm gonna get arrested for some of this shit I done said.
Yeah, I was surprised you was able to say this much, but since we talking,
I mean, since we're here, did I know? Yeah, and no.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, yeah, no. Yeah,
I'm a guess, and you don't confirm shit.
Okay,
but every time somebody go through there, they about to go do some shit. So you ain't know what they was about to go do, but they was about to go do something.
So I knew something was happening. Okay, I'll break this down.
Yeah.
So whenever America has bases overseas for overseas threats, 2 + 2 = 4, right? So if we got a problem overseas, they're gonna set up shop with one of the overseas bases. So regular time, the base that I was on, Aviano, is low, you know what I'm saying? Ain't much going on. So when you start getting Army people here, Marines, Navies, like literally thousands more people on this base, you know something's going on. So as people are filing in, then we start going through briefings like, hey, this is what we doing with this. This what happened here. Something happened with these people. And then from there, and then it grows.
Okay.
I know what we was doing till they finally killed Gaddafi. That's when I was able to know like
Alright.
everything that was going on.
Got you. Okay.
But yeah, man, I'm a decorated Air Force veteran out here, man.
Shout out you being Black History. What about
Exactly.
something more local?
If I'm more local, man. Should I
Yeah.
create history a day around here? No.
What do you want to be remembered by?
That I was a giver
Okay.
to less. I don't like the word less fortunate because it make it sound like I'm talking to poor people.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, just people who ain't really figured their way out type shit. Like I'm always giving shit to my homies at the gas station.
Mm-hmm.
Like at my gas station. It ain't a everyday, everywhere I go type thing. Not that I'm against it, but like people that go to my gas station, I make sure like nigga, he go at 5. One of the little homies out there, he smoke weed, so I get a nigga some weed sometimes. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yes, I aid to the homeless people at my gas station habits, but they homeless. They homeless and harmless. So, bro, if you want to get high in a bag of chips, that's $5-10 to me, bro.
Get it on my food stamps.
Exactly, bro. They could get it on my food stamp card. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. Just I really be pouring into people just off strength. Like I don't want nothing back, bro. If I love you, I don't want nothing back.
Mm-hmm.
Just reciprocate it and show effort when you need to. But that's basically it, man.
Well, from the looks of it, I think you will be remembered by that. Because whenever I hear niggas talk about Jonesy on social media,
What?
you helped or you always around. You somewhere recording.
Okay.
You doing something.
I'm gonna say, what you hear about me?
Nah, good thing, man. Good
Hey,
thing.
that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, niggas be trying to give stuff out, man. It don't look like it because people ruin their good favor with me so early.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm going to make sure I never give you something.
Yeah.
But those 50-50 balls and the people that need it, bro, you can have this shit if it's not detrimental to me.
Thank you for giving your time to Club Coach.
Man, I'm out here, bro. Check 'em out.
Oh.
Yeah.
We supposed to shake up.
Yeah,
I wasn't finna do that. I wasn't finna do that. Khyle, your turn, my boy.
Yeah.
What makes you Black History?
I feel like it's a few things that I probably could say. But I was more focused on what I wanted to be remembered by aspect of it.
Can you give me one thing that makes you Black History and then end it on what you want to be remembered by?
Done.
You beat the feds, man.
The feds.
Yeah, man.
Never under any investigations and no shit like that. But
You did beat cancer, though.
Yeah, I beat cancer. You know, I first started law school, I was 20 years old. Yeah, I done a lot of shit in life, but I want to say none of that means shit to me, but none of that is why I feel good about myself. And that's what was leading me into what I want to be remembered by. Because no matter what I accomplish in life, I don't want that to be what people think about me. Like if I'm the best lawyer ever, I'm the best rapper ever. If I become the richest man that ever lived, shit like that, like that ain't what I all want people to remember. Oh yeah, man, it's the richest man that ever lived.
Yeah,
he did. I want it to be like, well, damn, my friend did. This man who helped me did, or whatever it is. Like my grandfather passed last July, and we didn't get to read the eulogy and the funeral because I told my mom I wanted everybody who had something to say to go up there and have their time, and we wasn't gonna cut nobody off.
yeah.
Because there's so much about his life that I never got to learn that I wanted everybody else to get up and talk and say what they had to say. And by the end of it, the pastor was like, "Yeah, he wrote his own eulogy, and I believe he did." And I think to me that's so much more valuable than anybody giving a fuck how many court cases I win, or if I go back into coaching, how many kids I could win whatever championships with. Like it just means so much more to me that people want to be around me and uh uh inspired by the way that I treated them.
Yeah.
And that they want to treat other people in that way. I think that means so much more to me than somebody caring about that I believe would make me successful. And I have a lot of dreams, like crazy shit that I plan to accomplish. But just this past year, the past few years of my life, like even going through cancer and all of that, thinking about like, the people who were there for me and the people who weren't there for me. Like, well, the difference is, it's just real love for real, and just thinking about that and thinking about why people would be there for me in a situation like that. or why. And I'm not saying that, people who weren't, that I treated them wrong or anything. But it was like the way, like when my grandfather was sick, I didn't going to go help him didn't feel like something I had to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I wanted to make sure that he always had the help, because that's what I felt like he deserved out of life. The way that he lived, or the way that he treated people, or impacted people. And to me, like that's how I want to be remembered, in that same kind of way. Like I don't want everybody to have to go to my funeral listening to a bunch of scriptures and shit, knowing I ain't read that shit. I want y'all to talk about that. Damn, I can't believe I can't talk to Khyle or whatever the fuck it is. And I hope I want to live 100 more years. I don't want to be an old man, but just thinking about the ways that I impacted people, or the shit that I taught you, or you learned from me, or what you was able to teach me, or whatever the fuck it is. I just think I want to be remembered more for my interpersonal relationships than my accomplishments.
I feel that.
And I'm gonna accomplish a whole bunch of shit for me, but that's not for y'all. That's for me. I did all of that because that's what I wanted to do, not because I wanted y'all to remember that I was great. I knew that already. Was I nice to you? There's some people in my life that I wasn't nice to, and I feel bad about that, like in real life.
T?
Love that, Khyle. Very Scorpio of you to say that, because I kind of have something similar. In college, I felt like I found my purpose, and the purpose was to help others find their purpose. Because like Khyle said, I knew that I was great when I came out this bitch.
I knew I was this shit before I said I was.
Yeah, I knew that very early on, and it's up for you to recognize this shit if you want to choose to do so.
How early you recognize it? Like, give an age. What was that defining moment where you like?
At least elementary school. At least I'll just say first grade, because I can remember first grade.
Well, damn.
At least then, because I was the girl that all the girls wanted to bully and call him tomboy, because being a tomboy wasn't cool growing up. You was stud. Like that's
crazy.
That's the studs now. Being called a tomboy, being bullied because the boys want to hang out with me and they want to be with the boys, but the boys want to hang out with me because I want to do things that they like to do
boy
and
shit.
I was great at it. Y'all used to have field days in school where you had that one day designated to have fun and do contests and stuff with all the kids outside.
Nigga version field days.
Okay,
yeah.
I loved field day. Field day is the day where I would race the boys. We used to do like one lap around the school, and I always wanted to be first. And I knew I was great. We do that like I'm first, and I'm beating all these boys. Is this one white boy named Colin? Sorry, Black History Month episode, but he was my competition. It was just Colin.
See, why you even have to say him by name? He was your only
that's a part of my little
story. You just could have said
I had to be ginger hair Colin.
That's crazy.
But yeah, so I don't really care to prove myself to niggas. At this point, you should know that I'm great. What I value a lot about myself is my decision making, and I feel like that's what I want to be remembered by. But I also would love for you to, when you speak about Tamaya, speak about what her intentions were, because I think that matters the most when you speak about my decision making, because everything that I choose to do, I always incorporate how does this affect others? How does this impact my community? I've slated myself as a martyr when I was very young, because I would hear about the Malcolm X's and the MLKs, and designating your life, choosing to serve a common goal that has nothing, that it will impact you, but it will impact so many others, is not easy. That's not like I want to. Niggas be wanting to have fun, bro. Like niggas want to go to the bar, they want to go to the movies every day, but like I want to create a podcast that speaks to stuff that I know is not happening openly.
Right.
Instead of just doing a salacious pod where we talk about, the stuff people talk about on other pods. I ain't trying to shoot that shit down, but I just knew that I wanted to do something that can help others. And it's always that. And I just want to be remembered by that part of my decision making, that it always, everything serves a purpose. We ain't got mics in front of us on stands. We holding it because I want you to feel free and just do whatever you want with it. And I don't want us to be traditional. The mic stand on the stand. Like I want us to just
the plastic Amazon covers on the background.
Yeah, like You feel me? Cal got it all the way down here sometime. Bring that motherfucker up, man. Let these niggas hear you. You feel me? I just be free. Be yourself. Be different. I just want people to remember me by just being Tamaya, like, and that Tamaya also having the extension of how does this impact others? Because I do think about way more than myself when I choose to make a decision. Literally every decision that I make, I think about how can this impact something else. So I want to be remembered by that. And I hope that people can feel that when they see the decisions that I'm making and you can see, oh, okay, she thought about me when she did this.
Hell yeah. You done taught me how to do that a little bit. I'm getting better.
What you mean?
Consideration.
Oh,
You're really good
okay.
at that.
Thank you. Because I do think it's very easy to hear people or hear a person speak about self and think that it's cap. So I appreciate you saying that I taught you consideration.
No,
in a way.
you know what I'm saying? It's definitely like, because I'm, if you know me, bro, this nigga, once I'm done, I'm done.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters. You don't matter. If I shut this door and that means I shut it on your face, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, watching how you move, it's like, all right, I guess I could think a little bit, past, me.
Yeah.
It's a process, though, I'm learning.
I don't like that main character energy. I don't like selfishness. I don't like none of that shit because it don't take much to kids all at the house who all there. Okay, let me make sure I get something for the kids. Everybody get something, not just
get a
my
hot and
kids
ready.
or something. It ain't that much. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna be remembered by. Yeah.
Ain't nothing to bring a hot and ready through the crib, but you got some hungry ass kids in that motherfucker.
Last thing is how if we had to choose to speak life into somebody that looks like us and they don't think that they have a purpose or they don't think that they can leave a legacy or just be remembered by something important, what would you say to try to put that nugget into them and speak some life into them thinking that they do have a purpose?
Okay, so keep being ain't shit. You ain't shit ass nigga.
Okay. I'm not gonna shoot down your shit if that's what you.
That's literally what I was saying. But it depends on what they like. How's the conversation brought up? Are they complaining like,
Nah,
or not even complaining? They just on some, I ain't gonna be remembered for nothing.
Nah, I just don't think that I serve a purpose. I don't think I have much value. Like me going to work every day, I'm supposed to do that. Got to pay my bills. I don't like you just in a simulation every day.
Quit your job.
And then what?
Figure it out. I'm here for you, and I'm here with you. That's only I tell people who ain't got kids.
Okay.
I would definitely tell you that.
So I'm guessing you gonna tell the people that got kids, do it for your kids.
Don't quit your job.
Oh,
Don't quit your job.
Okay.
Do it. Figure the shit out.
Okay.
Keep your job. Do some soul searching.
That's why we always have many mics in the room. Khyle, you want to give us some?
Yeah, I would tell a person in that kind of position, like your purpose don't have to be it's not in your occupation, right? So it's like if you feel like you have a normal job or something regular, you're not doing nothing extraordinary, that shit don't have nothing to do with what your purpose is supposed to be. Like, for me, I said I wanted to be remembered by something based on how I treat people. So I'm also working on being a lawyer to help people out, right? So with me, my purpose was impacting other people. That's what I felt like, right? Everybody's purpose is not to be that. Some people's purpose is just to be that fucking find inspiration for another motherfucker like Barack Obama.
Yeah.
And, debatable about how many motherfuckers he helps, but I just said how much he meant to me, right? And the thing is, and you don't have to be a lawyer or the president. You can be the nigga who work at Amazon, but you have kids, and you could be a great fucking father, or you can be a great brother, or just a great fucking son, whatever it is, a great friend to somebody else. And it don't always have to be somebody else. Maybe it's just a great fucking you you rescued a pet and you treat him better. Like, there's so many things that you can do to have a positive impact on something or somebody that don't have shit to do with you being a celebrity or being famous or being rich or anything like that. Like, it's so many things that are more important in the world, like than to think that you don't have value. But with all that said, you only have as much value as you believe you have. So if you tell yourself that you don't have no value, then you fucking won't. If you don't believe in yourself, then I damn sure don't. And the world don't either. I could believe all this nice shit I just said, but I don't believe in a single soul that don't believe in themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Yeah. I share very similar sentiments. So I ain't got much to add. I guess I'll speak from a perspective of having things. I think people don't think that they're useful because they don't have resources. And I think that I've watched people that live off food stamps. If we want to just go back to something we talked about already in the episode,
Mm-hmm.
you got the food stamps. We finna go do this little giveaway for the kids. You could pitch in and buy the waters for the events. That's you helping the cause and being a part of the community outreach. Now that is taken away from your food stamps, but if you want to feel like you have some type of value or purpose, like some people feel like they might even have a purpose, but they can't walk in it because they ain't got shit to give to start
Right.
doing that. And I'm like, that's your start there, is maybe that. Or, books is free, library is free. Maybe you are really good at reading and you know words. And you know people that can't read or they don't really know how to say certain words. Like Jonesy would be fucking up in the episode. I
I
don't
be
know.
butchering the fuck out of words.
Yeah, that word, man. Like it'd be the smallest things that you can really do to serve a purpose. So I guess find what that small thing is and focus on that instead of feeling like it always has to be something so grand. Because I know I had a sister that she felt like she ain't the same as the other sisters because we just all have an immediate talent that people know to be a talent. They will call it a talent, like sports or singing or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, you do have a skill or a talent, which is to bring the vibes. Like you know how to create a party, and if it's dry or something, you can turn it up real quick. And that's a skill or a talent
That's definitely
that
a
is very
skill.
useful. And you should lean into that and recognize that as being something you're good at just because it ain't hooping or rapping or something.
Right. Maybe you should be you could have gotten a party promoting or,
Yeah.
stuff like
You
that.
can
It's
always
always
turn a
needed.
little something into some more.
Don't let nobody else tell you what your skill is, how it's not truly a skill. That's one
Yeah.
thing I had to get out of with this media shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't respected as a skill.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, audio engineering and all of that stuff, it's a skill.
Yeah. Who would have known being able to yap and turn into a podcast?
You know?
You know? So that is episode 128. I have been going live. Talks with Tees has been turning up. So if you are following the Club Culture socials, then you'll be able to see whenever I go live. But I do it from my personal page, so you got to follow me if you want to tune into those. Because we had a lot of fun when K-Dot Super Bowl dropped. It
Yeah,
was
when do
hella
you do
people.
those? I was mad I missed
do
that
it whenever I'm free, man.
See, man.
So I don't. It's just a spur of the moment. So you got to follow to catch them. But we had a lot of fucking fun that night.
Well, can you text me when you do it?
No.
Why? I want to be there.
You just got to tune in, man.
How do I
Some
know?
of them will be planned. So like we'll have the plan talks with Tees where I know I'm finna do the shit. So we'll know when that's happening. But like the ones where K-Dot just performed, I want to react to it for the people and we talk about it.
Mhm.
That spur of the moment, I can't text you, man.
I woke up mad as hell. I'm like,
It
damn,
was
I
fun
sure
though. We
would've
had
been
like
in
over
there.
3,000 people in there. I had labeled I had a clickbaity title. It was like K-Dot destroyed America. And so I had MAGA people watching, thinking that I was finna be turned up and finna be on their side. And it was a dude like, what do you mean? It was great. What are you talking about? I was like, nah, bro, I'm on your side, shorty. It's not that. And it was this white man. It was like he killed America. And I was like, no, that's not what we doing here. But it was a lot of fucking fun. It was a lot of fun. We was up
This
till
was
like
crazy.
1 a.m., 2 a.m. doing that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I woke
So-
up and seen you went live. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Tune in, man. Tune into the live talks with Tees because I'm gonna do those live way more often to connect with the people and we vibe out. If you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. And if you're on your favorite streaming platform, thank you for tuning in and make sure you leave us a rating. Peace.
Deuce.
Just watch the damn podcast.